Marcus Rashford has become one of Barcelona's biggest surprises this season. The English forward, who arrived in the summer, looks reborn with 3 goals and 5 assists in his last 10 matches. Once destined to shine at Manchester United, Marcus Rashford arrived in Barcelona after an unconvincing loan spell at Aston Villa, raising doubts about his form in the Catalan shirt. After a summer spent following an intensive recovery program to regain his best level, the English winger earned the trust of Barca's management and signed a loan deal that keeps him at the club until June 2026. He began the season as a substitute but gradually earned Hansi Flick's confidence. Now Rashford has already started 6 of Barcelona's 10 matches this season and looks more and more like a key player in the team. Marcus has been involved in 33% of Barcelona's 25 goals this season. He's already turned into one of the team's key players and the hero of several big matches. One of them was the Champions League opener against Newcastle, where he scored twice and helped secure Barca's first 3 points of the group stage. His versatility is another huge strength. Rashford can play anywhere across the front line, and right now he's in his best form since 2022-2023 season, averaging a goal contribution per game. The club's management is already impressed, and with each passing week, the idea of buying him out for around 30 to 40 million euros looks more and more realistic. There are a few reasons behind Rashford's sharp rise this season. The first is his attitude. Even back in the summer, when he still didn't know if he would end up at Barca, Marcus was already working. On the 1st of June, he posted a video of himself running on a treadmill with the caption, "The work don't stop, let's go." And he meant it. Rashford combined rest with intensive training sessions with his personal trainer. June 6, Cannes, France. A luxurious villa, beautiful views, but Marcus is working. He developed his body comprehensively, and padel sessions helped him with that. Padel is an explosive, dynamic sport with short sprints, reaction, sharp changes of direction, and eye-hand coordination. For a professional footballer, it's the ideal complementary training. It's developing the same physical qualities as football, but with far less strain on the joints. The most interesting part is how Rashford used padel to rebuild himself physically. Padel is pure explosive leg work, and that's exactly what makes Marcus so deadly over those first few meters. The game forces you to move constantly. Sprint, 2, 5, 3, 5 meters, stop, turn, sprint again. Every movement is an explosion. Every touch is a hit on the fast twitch muscle fibers. These are the very fibers responsible for starting speed and sharpness in football. And when you see Rashford explode from a standstill now, you immediately understand it's not a coincidence, it's the result of this kind of training. But it's not only about his legs. Balance and core stability, that's what gives him the grace and control we see when he receives the ball, shields it with his body, and fights off defenders without losing balance. Padel activates the deep muscles of the abdomen, back, and hips, basically everything that keeps the body centered when a rival leans into you. And also coordination and reaction. In padel, the ball bounces off the wall, flies at strange angles, and you have to read its trajectory in a split second. It teaches anticipation, broader vision, faster reaction. The same skills that make Rashford so dangerous in the final third. He sees the movement of his teammates before the ball even gets there. And the final touch, endurance. Padel is like a marathon made of sprints. Short explosive bursts, quick pauses, and another rush again. It mirrors football perfectly. Attack, pause, press, explode again. So when Rashford calmly works through 90 minutes at top speed, it's obvious. This training method worked exactly as intended. After the French Riviera, Marcus took a short rest in Spain, but even his posts from Marbella were filled mostly with work, daily training, and preparation for the new season. By that time, rumors were already spreading that Rashford would join Barcelona, and beside him, as always, was the team of personal trainers, fully focused on bringing back his best version. Even there, the padel sessions continued. That's how important this sport became for his football evolution. Then came the return to Manchester, and again, no days off. I noticed that Marcus and his team paid great attention to boxing during the summer off-season, and this is another important factor in understanding why Rashford is showing such an impressive result at Barca at the start of the season. Boxing for a footballer is not about punches, it's about control, reaction, and a cool head. Marcus worked on explosiveness, coordination, and core stability, the very things that today allowed him to win duels, cut inside, and shoot with both feet. Boxing forces the body to work as one. Arms, legs, core, breathing, all in the rhythm of short explosions. It develops reaction speed, balance, and endurance, exactly what we now see in his game. Every dodge, every punch is training for stabilizing muscles, and every 3-minute round is interval cardio, like during high-intensity pressing. And the most important thing, mental endurance. Boxing trains calmness under pressure, concentration, and self-control. When the score is level and the stands are roaring, it's that boxing composure that helps Marcus make the right decisions. So it's no surprise that today he looks so confident. His body is like a spring, ready to explode at any moment, and his mind is focused and steady. All of this is the result of padel, boxing, and discipline that Rashford built into his off-season. After arriving in Barcelona, Marcus was taken under the wing of Hansi Flick and his team. And they're famous for their ability to guide players to peak form, creating an individual physical development plan for each footballer. Another important component of Marcus' transformation is psychological work on himself. After a difficult period at Manchester United, Marcus realized that physical form alone wasn't enough. He needed a balance between body and mind. That's when he turned to sports life coach Dan Donachie, a specialist who works with many Premier League players, including John Stones from Manchester City. Donachie helps athletes through a combination of mental practices and physical therapy, what he calls mind and body work methods. His approach is not just meditation, it works with the depth of consciousness. The deeper you go, the better you understand who you truly are, and the higher you can rise, says Donachie. Under his guidance, Marcus began to restore not only his physical but also his emotional stability. He learned again to focus, to clear his mind before a match, and to maintain balance under pressure. Donachie has repeatedly visited Spain, including Barcelona's training base, to work personally with Rashford. After one of those sessions, Marcus exploded, scoring a brace against Newcastle in the Champions League. And perhaps the most human factor in his rebirth is the return of Lucia Loy, the same girl Marcus has known since school. After several breakups and reconciliations, their relationship has finally reached a new level. She moved to Catalonia with him. She was seen next to Rashford during an autograph session in Barcelona, sitting in the passenger seat of his Range Rover when he stopped to interact with fans. Lucia was also present at Marcus's official presentation at Spotify Camp Nou, standing backstage watching as he put on the Blaugrana kit for the first time. According to British media, it was Marcus who asked her to move to Spain to help him adapt and focus on football. Now Rashford looks genuinely happy. He's smiling in training, adapting to Flick's system, and thriving on the left wing, his natural zone. Every 62 minutes, he produces a goal or assist. 3 goals, 5 assists in 10 matches across all competitions, and it's only the beginning. He's also back in the England squad and clearly enjoying life again. Scroll through his Instagram. It's calm, simple, full of life. Football, the sea, his dog, a bit of fishing with friends. Rashford lives football again, and Barça has reignited his fire. If you enjoy stories like this, the human side of football, the details behind the revival, download the Barcelona Live app. There you will find exclusive analysis, interviews, and daily news from the heart of the club. The link is in the pinned comment. Now it's your turn. Leave a like, write in the comments what you think about Marcus's game at Barça. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next Barça story. Also, I really tried to answer all of you in the comments under the last video. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Honestly, I did not expect to see so many of them. That was really, really sweet. So thank you again. I hope you're having a great day, and that's it for today. Bye.